Ladies and gents, welcome to CG Reaction, and this is Tycho Brahe that happened Thursdays for the channel SamONella Academy. Yes, there are still some Sam videos are left. Tycho Brahe, I know about this because I'm a space nut, let's just say, if you don't already know. So Tycho Brahe is basically a precursor to, I don't know if it's precursor, but the guy who came before Newton, and he basically did lots of astronomical data, collected lots of astronomical data that helped Newton. And not just that, his assistant was Johannes Kepler. And Johannes Kepler used lots of Tycho Brahe's astronomical data and created his Kepler's law. So this guy in astronomy field was really important figure that led to Newton's lots of discoveries, Johannes Kepler. So in that sense I know about this. I don't know if Sam's going to talk about space and science related stuff, because that would be a different thing. I would never seen a single video about that, but who knows, he probably will talk about his life and some weird things I found about it. But yeah, this is one of the older videos from Sam, like probably third or something video. It's 2016 or something. But yeah. And yeah, if you haven't seen my other reactions of Sam's video, I've created a playlist for it. Check out the cards for it. I've reacted to almost all of the videos. Only 2 or 3 is left, I guess. And yeah, there are other playlists too there about Lamino, Internet Historian, SCP, things like that. Check them out if you haven't seen it. Check out the link in the description with all of my videos, and check out, I guess, other videos. And if you like my reaction, don't forget to like and subscribe so I know which type of videos to react to more. And comment down if you want me to react to a certain video. And yeah, let's watch this one.
Hey kids, it's That Happened Thursday, so it's time to learn some history. Today's lesson is on the weirdest 16th century Danish astronomist that you'll ever meet. Okay, that isn't saying much, but trust me, he's an interesting guy. Meet Tycho Brahe, or Brahe, or Broham, I don't really know, let me look it up. Alright, apparently I was right the first time, it's Tycho Brahe.
Tycho Brahe, I always just call him Tycho Brahe, but I don't know. Tycho, isn't that Tycho? Tycho, I don't know.
Already you can see that something ain't quite right. He looks like Jamie Heinemann's gay cousin. So his claim to fame, among other things, is that he spent around 30 years collecting astronomical data with nothing but the naked eye, data that was later utilized by minds like Newton. However, if you think he just sat around staring at
Johannes Kepler, dude, come on, give my man some respect here.
The sky all day like some kind of loser, then you're way off base. First off, besides the whole astronomer thing, Tycho was an immensely prominent noble for a long period of his life. It was to the point where he owned 1% of the entire wealth of Denmark at one point in the 1580s. Today, people like Bernie always talk about the 1%. Bitch, I am the 1%. Oh dear, I am somehow even more bold. Honestly.
As soon as he said 1%, I don't know why I just remember Bernie Sanders. And he talked about Bernie Sanders. That was awesome. 1%, bitch, I am 1%.
Imagine a single scientist having that much money today. If you gave that kind of cash to Stephen Hawking, he would probably turn into Skynet.
You want to today only medical personnel like doctors and massive hospitals and institutes like that have money. Wall Street and stock brokers and things like that, they have money. The thing going on right now is about the Reddit thing about GameStop. I love that. They shorted a lots of stock thinking, I'll make a few bucks. Reddit like, man, you're gonna fuck with us internet folks. So yeah, there's a video about it. I'm gonna react to it. I mean, it's just great to see that. So yeah, so let's watch this one. I think I'm gonna react to that video today. I'm pretty sure after this I'm gonna react to it, but we'll see.
Beyond being a stargazing fat cat though, Tycho was also just a straight up lunatic. Here's a story. So he got into a little scrap in his college years, right? That ended up in a sword duel where he lost part of the tip of his nose. You'd think he would have learned his lesson. But later on in his life, he somehow got himself into another sword duel, this time in the dark, and he lost the rest of his nose. Maybe that's where all the money came from, honestly. Just put out a bunch of nose insurance beforehand. Oh, it's already broken. I don't need the rest. Get myself into another fight. So
A bit of nose is gone. Might as well be entire one. Man, that is ridiculous. During that time, people like, even in the, college teen years, people will be like, you know what, I challenge you to a sword duel. I mean, that could turn fatal. Can you imagine somebody doing that today? I mean, doing fatal things like that, a challenge to a duel. I think there are some states in US. Which one is that? There are some states where you can actually, challenge somebody for duel, not with swords, but fist fight or something, and cops can't do nothing about it. Some rules like that. I heard about it, I don't know, on Joe Rogan or somewhere. So yeah, that is just weird.
Finally, he got himself fitted with a new brass prosthetic nose, which he wore for the rest of his life. But that's just the tip of the crazy iceberg. Tycho, being fabulously well endowed.
Yeah, that is scientifically correct. Popes, also float 10% above the, water level.
Financially, get your mind out the gutter. One day decided to hire a dwarf for his court. Just
As
to,
you do.
Do dwarf things, I guess. The guy's name was Jep, and Tycho was in full belief that he could also tell the future. Hold on, I'm getting a vision. I see you giving more money to a little person. Oh, wow, must have happened. Ha ha, silly Jep. Damn. Seriously, though, imagine one of today's astronomers pulling...
Yeah, that was just a joke, but even if he did do that, I mean, really, I don't care how crazy you think the guy is. The guy, basically mapped lots of astronomical, events on the skies that even, biggest brains of all time used. I mean, the guy is not stupid.
Something like this. So, Mr. deGrasse Tyson, what discoveries have you made today?
None.
I've discovered something about myself, Steve. Go on. I want to own a dwarf. I want to call him Jeb and have him do dances for me and, be my footstool if I asked him nicely. What the fuck?
Well, Neil deGrasse Tyson do those dwarves. He just made Pluto a dwarf planet, so yeah.
Neil? Also, he should be psychic. What truly takes the cake, though, is Tycho's pet elk. Yep, this walrus owned a caribou. Can't make that shit up. So one day, the next noble over wanted to borrow the elk to entertain guests at a party, right? So Tycho sends the beast over to the other guy's manor. At the party, the elk gets pissed drunk, climbs up a staircase, falls down it, and dies.
Elk get drunk. How the fuck did elk get drunk?
And dies. Knowing Tycho, he was probably just like, well, no more moose, I'll buy another one, life goes on. So that's the story of Tycho Brahe. Remember, kids, eccentricity can get you far in life, but dwarf owning can get you even farther.
Yeah. Yeah, I didn't know that Tycho Brahe had this kind of life. I just know about his scientific astronomy areas of his life. I didn't know he had this kind of life. Half of your nose gets cut off along the line. You know what? I remember that sword duel. I lost my half of nose, but this time I'm feeling it, man. This time I'm gonna win, and lost his whole nose. It's like going to Vegas. I'm feeling it. This time I'm gonna get lucky. Yeah, I don't think so. Yeah, so that was Tycho Brahe. By SamONella. Sam's video, even though some of the videos I see that are really short and doesn't feel like there's going to be much to them, it's really old videos, and I'm like, this is not going to be so good probably. But no, they are always awesome. Always some some new information about it. So yeah. Alright people, if you like my reaction, don't forget to like and subscribe and support this channel, I guess. Check out the reaction I did. There's a link in the description with all of my videos. Check out the cards for all the playlists like SamONella, Internet Historian, Lamino, SCB, and the history, that kind of thing. Check out the end cards, I guess. And yeah, I'll see you next time.